Right here.
There. How does that even happen? Woo!
Welcome to Peace in the Valley, where adventure starts at home.
Hello everybody. It's time to do something new. Today we are going to work on transitioning our pulling vehicle from this Dodge Grand Caravan, which has been fantastic. It's done its job, but many of you have commented that this Grand Caravan is not made for pulling the tractor. I haven't disagreed with the premise, even though it has done a good job. It's probably just not heavy enough. It has towed the tractor down multiple times down through the mountains with this trailer, but now it's time to move up to the Dodge Ram. It's a 2004 diesel and quad cab, pretty nice vehicle. It's older, but very customizable, very popular truck. It's a 5.9 liter Cummins. One thing I have to do is I have a hitch for it, but I also want to switch this hitch too, from being up like this because the van had to being down like this so I can attach it to the van, because right now the jack on the trailer can't lift it high enough to get it on the ball for the truck, and that's because it arches up instead of down. So we're going to work on getting that switched around. I don't think this is going to be too difficult, other than finding a socket that'll fit. I ordered a socket and it arrived today and it did not fit. You got to be careful when you order. But it's not like you can just go down to the hardware store anymore and pick that kind of stuff up. I ended up going to Harbor Freight and found a socket set that hopefully will work just fine. This is a 3/4 socket. This is a 1/2 inch drive. Oh, man, they make these so darn hard to get out of. Not sure if this will work or not. Yes, it did. I guess can't necessarily put it on low though. I do have another hitch that I got with sway control, but I have not got that set up yet. Will that work, or is that too low? I don't know. Hopefully it'll work for tomorrow. We are going to head up with the tractor to Lake James Christian Assembly and see if we can help them out with some work they need done. That wasn't too bad. Thanks, Harbor Freight. Put that right back in here. Okay, that set might come in handy down the road too. Which key is it? Nope. Nope. Yes. I don't know if that's low or not. It seems kind of low, but I think it may have been lower when it was weighing the van down. I don't think it's going to weigh this one down. I don't know. At least it's on here now. Guess we may as well get the tractor loaded. Last night we got the tractor loaded. We're almost ready to go. I need to strap everything down. But one thing that you can tell is with the truck, I don't think it has sagged even a half an inch. It is sitting a little bit low because of the way we turn the hitch. And the tractor's sitting on just fine. I need to strap it down and get our ramps on right here. Can't leave the ramps behind. Then we're ready to go. Unfortunately, the snow has decided to start, and we are now ready to head out. We're in the new Dodge. We're going to see how it goes. It's not new Dodge, but new to me Dodge. Hopefully we don't have a lot of snow on here, because it'll probably rust pretty quick. I don't want a lot of snow on the roads. I don't want them spreading a lot of salt on it, but it's the way it is. We're gonna head down to my shop first and pick up some foot warmers and some tools just in case. You never know when you're gonna need your crescent wrench. We are driving down the road and we've passed our first couple towns. Seems to be towing just fine, and I do like this truck. We've got, it looks practically new inside, and it does need cleaned out. I've kind of dirtied it up over the last few months. I was able to purchase this truck back in December, and finding vehicles is very hard to find right now. It's just, they're not available, at least not up here in Northwest Ohio. Today we're heading up to the Lake James Christian Camp, and we're going to do some work before the camp season starts, and hopefully that goes well. You can see, well, maybe you can't, but there is quite a bit of snow falling down right now as we're driving. It's always lovely to be snowing in mid-April. I'm glad I didn't plant the garden outdoors yet. We started it inside, and so far it's going well. Now be sure to watch, because Angel has some good stuff coming up of where she's really helping those tomatoes grow better. This is a 5.9 diesel Dodge Ram engine, Cummins engine, sorry. And it's a 2500. When we put the tractor on the trailer, I didn't use the jacks this time on the back end like I did with the van. I don't think I need to. This one didn't budge when we drove the tractor up on it. Didn't seem to make a bit of a difference. And unlike the van, I can't even tell that I'm pulling anything. It might be a little slower, but as far as the weight distribution, I can't tell a bit of a difference. So I think that's good. I think that's good. Well, we're on our way, so we're gonna just keep driving. We made it up to the camp right now, and you can see here, we got snow on the ground, but the trailer's sitting nice, and the truck is sitting nice. So it worked, towed no problem. And the fuel mileage doesn't seem to have been affected a whole lot. It pulled off really nice, except, again, I haven't watched it. I do know that the back of the trailer was bowing down. And I'm not sure that's necessarily a bad thing, because it enabled us to not scrape the bottom with the implement because of the angle it made. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that puts excess force on the front of the tractor, or excuse me, the front of the trailer, or not. Could that cause a problem here? I don't know. Let me know in your thoughts, because I still have the jacks, but I wanted to see what that would do. And it did come off really nice. No scraping, no nothing, which means when I'm doing the backhoe, that might be nice too, not having that. Okay, we're gonna get started. Out our new chain hooks and see if they're going to work. See if we can hook up and see if they might move these railroad ties. I don't expect this to be much of an issue, but who knows? My hooking them up was kind of a failure. So give me some tips on how to do this. Wind blew you over. And we're gonna see if this works. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll be smart enough for chains. Okay, Brad's helping me here. I'm not sure which help we are, but the chain hooks worked out well. We decided to take this old stove and put it on the back of the box blade, strapped it down, that worked, and we also put a iron bathtub in the front end loader. So while we were out here and grading all this, so we graded this, we graded all the roads in the backwoods, and then we moved some other stuff. That's interesting. Autumn is driving the tractor now. She's gonna head over to the horse farm. We are on our way back home from Lake James Christian Camp, and it went really well. I spent pretty much all day there, and we got a lot of work done. However, we didn't come away completely undamaged. I think we may have had a problem on the tractor, so we're gonna have to look at that and see what we need to do to get that fixed. Anyhow, we are pulling into town. The truck did a phenomenal job pulling the tractor back there. You can see it. And we ended up getting pretty good mileage. I did not reset my mileage, but we've gone over 100 miles. And here is what it says right now. I don't know if you can read that, 18.6. I assume, though, that that might be on the high side. I don't know. I'll be really interested to try this and see what happens when we head down to Kentucky. Anyhow, thanks for joining us. Be sure to visit the camp website. If you're around Angola, visit Lake James Christian Camp. It's a great place. They do a lot of good teaching throughout the summer and throughout the year. After the snow yesterday, today seems to be a beautiful morning out. Beautiful Sunday morning. we've got some problems here, and we're going to find out what Rural King says. You see, while I was grading at Lake James Camp, after I finished, I noticed there was a problem. You see that? The housing, cast iron housing, cracked and broke off while we were grading yesterday. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to contact Rural King tomorrow. I actually stopped at one on Saturday, but the store manager wasn't there. The tractor still functions just fine, which is probably why I didn't notice that there was an issue until I was done.
Transplanted some catnip from the garden to this space right here underneath the tower, so the kitty cats have a snack and it doesn't overtake my garden. Taking apart the RK today.
Looks like my toolbox might be in the way, but it's not.
Okay, now try.
Take it back first.
So pull your bucket down more, or no? Woo!
There.
Now you need to undo the hydraulics.
We're taking the tractor back for warranty work.
Uh-oh.
Show them on the back there. Okay.
Mr. RK did some hard work yesterday. I don't know if you can see that.
Right here.
There. You have to put the...
We should probably...
Make sure it's let loose all pressure. Is it still going to ooze some whenever you lift it off, or no? A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. We'll put our caps on.
Do you have a cap for the other end, or just the end?
I don't see one for the...
I didn't know. I'm just asking questions.
We probably should...
Seems like there should be one. To keep them clean.
These are the 4 connectors. They're color coded, so they can match the same colors as these right here. And we're gonna just string these right up and over. Like Angel said, we're disconnecting this because we're taking the tractor back to get work done on it. We're also going to be taking off these here are pats, and we're going to make the tractor fairly minimal. Another thing is we are probably going to take off probably this bracket and this bracket. So why did this break off? You can see that it just really broke right there. I was just grading at Lake James Camp and never even noticed there was an issue, but if you look closely here, you can see the rust that is around where the bolt hole is, indicating that it was cracked before everything else was, because the other parts don't have rust on them. And that's what makes me think this was either over-tightened or a failure, or the over-tightening caused a failure that was already started from the cast iron. Yesterday.
That's just gonna fall out when you take it off.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's got two positions. I never noticed that. That means...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's got two positions if we needed to get it higher or lower. Never noticed that before.
Learn something new every day.
That would give you some more, at least another inch probably on the top. Is that where that was? No, I'm trying to put both of them on this one.
Oh, I see. I'm like, what are you talking about? You already took the
Slide
pin
that
off
back
that
in.
one.
Same thing over here. Like that.
Those are heavy, huh?
Oh yeah, everything's heavy. Except for the transmission housing.
Apparently.
Okay, so that can move. This can move.
Does that are you gonna take those hangy things off?
Okay. This over here is how you take off the arms themselves, which that's real easy also. Right like that.
Yeah.
It just slides on there. And if we took this bolt off, maybe that wouldn't. It actually looks like it's welded onto it.
Huh.
Right here. I thought maybe it'd be possible to, you can see how that moved. So that's, you can see the paint marks right there. Okay. You want to pull that side off? We'll definitely have to unhook these two. That is the pin that we use also for the...
Just pull this pin out.
Yes. That's the pin that helps on the backhoe.
It comes off real easy. Wasn't anticipating that.
Okay.
You put these all back in.
We will just put them in there instead of in the tractor. I don't want those going back to Rural King.
Give me that pin.
What?
I need the other pin.
Oh.
Get these on. It's strong. And where does this go?
Right here.
Oh, back into that.
Yeah. We'll just put that right there.
Oh. Did I put it on backwards?
Yeah.
Oh. Like that?
It should snap tight like this one. If it's not, you're turning it the wrong way.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So now I think we are ready to take this back.
These just stay hanging on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
These are actually what does the lifting, not the arms that come out.
The arms are the stability.
Yes. Yes. Angel is taking off the top link. And then push these forward. And then they both should pop out. No. Push these forward.
These things?
Yeah, usually you wait to take this off until after. Okay, put the caps on, both of them.
Oh.
Caps are on.
Yeah.
And that can go in the shed on the shelf too.
Oh wait, there's the pin. Does that need to go back in somewhere?
I'm not sure. Yeah, let's put the original one back on when you come back out. Why are we taking these brackets off? Well, we're recording it so I can remember how to do it. And number two, if for some reason this may take like a year to get the part in to fix this tractor, if they decide to do it, we want to make sure that we can get another tractor, another RK25 as a backup. We don't want to be left all summer with no equipment to work with. Yes. We can reassemble this the way it was before we forget.
You did.
No?
Look that up. I don't.
I think we're ready to take the tractor back to Rural King and see what they say. They said I want to make it bare minimum of what we give them, so that way if I do need to get another tractor, I can just swap out those components and I'll have them here rather than the entire thing going. Because if I buy another tractor, I won't need the front end loader or something else. Once we get this one back, then we can sell the other tractor. Any cracks from that bolt back there? I want to show you what this looks like. There's a bolt and a bolt. See what we can see. I should shine it from this direction to be in line with the camera. The rust is actually cracked where the bolt was. That's where the rust is at. That's what makes me think that this was a fractured component or weak right there, because that wouldn't form on its own. I don't believe it would form equally everywhere, and it's not. See that? And I think you'd also see it cracked back here.
You say in the shadow it's cold?
Okay, your feet is right there on the sun, in the sun.
Yep.
Okay, now step right here in the shadow of the van.
Ooh, that's chilly.
Yeah, it's like a 25-degree or more difference.
Huh.
It's huge. Yeah, go back on the warm,
Oh, it's warm.
and you step on here, and it's like, ooh, it's huge.
I'm gonna leave my feet up there.
Well, we came up with a new problem. It seems like we're just abound with problems today and this weekend. I'm not sure what happened, but our neighbor, of course, after the tractor just broke down, told us down in Kentucky that the beavers have built another dam. And not even far from the drive. Those boogers are just as fast as can be. So here's a picture right here. I want to show them to you. And if our tractor's down, I'm not sure how we're going to keep the place cleared. We're already struggling to get this cleared right.
Mm-hmm. It was hard enough the way it was. Now they're doing this.
Hopefully nothing else happens.
Thanks.
And hopefully some of these things will get answered. Anyway, take care. God bless. Have a great day. Sun is just rising.